Don't be seen to be going against Baba.
What is this thing?
People cannot allow you.
About Raila Odinga, even now, because some would say this is the worst he has received of negativity from members.
Touching. Just say something bad about Baba. Let's see how far you go. No, I'm challenging any politician. Say things about Baba if you have been in the ODM family. Just say. Go ahead. This guy has fanatical followers. Even those who don't agree with this broad or bread-based government.
Yes.
They don't agree badly. They may not even vote for where Baba says, but say something bad about Baba. Let's see how many votes you get. So Sifuna and Babu are very careful. Unless you are kicked out, you can't challenge Baba.
Great to see you. Hello there and welcome to Herman Manyora's YouTube channel. I'm here with Herman Manyora. He has been missing for a while, but he's decided to take time and have these conversations with us because a lot is happening in the political arena. I'm at 1442 Kusini. We're sitting in our 2-bedroom apartment going for 7.7 million and 1-bedroom here go for 5.7 million. Tomorrow I'll actually have a conversation with the developer of this property so that you can know more about 1442 Kusini. Prof, great to see you. It's always a pleasure. Where have you been? You have been missing in action.
I'm around. Engaged in many other things.
Yeah.
Nation building elsewhere.
You know, the conversations, people are saying, Prof, you are away, but we need to talk about what is happening in ODM.
Yes.
You are there, you have seen ODM folding up.
Yeah.
You have seen what it was envisioned to be about. My question is, has ODM lost its meaning, its purpose, its vision, and its mission?
No, you know, a political party is like a living organism. It is formed, it is born, the conception, then it's born. It struggles through life just like a human being struggles through all the stages of life. So ODM is still in the struggles of life. It is still developing and forming. We are talking about political parties in America which have been in existence for centuries. In America and the UK and other parts of the world.
Yes.
America has been there for about 200 years. The grand old party, the GOP has been there for a while. The Democratic Party has been there for a while. The Conservative Party, talking of centuries. The Labour Party in the UK for centuries. So you cannot judge ODM so harshly. They're just a quarter of a century old.
Why is there confusion if we know our mission and our vision? Raila-Sifuna says, what can we tell our 5 million
Actually,
plus?
20 years or 25 years, about 2 or 5, 20 years.
Yeah.
A short 20 years, just 2 decades.
So the confusion is not something...
This is normal. It's normal. It's normal. ODM could come out of this much stronger. Or they could also, just like another human, any organism, they could also die.
Talk me about its Secretary General. If you see Edwin Sifuna is reading from a different page from the party leader, what does this mean about Edwin Sifuna as a person and ODM itself when it comes to independence of thinking?
I think Raila and Sifuna are not reading from different scripts. They're just, I think it's the understanding of reality that is a little different. Sifuna, being young and vibrant, certainly will have a radical view of things. But the same view Raila would have. But Sifuna's may be more radical than Raila's. Or Raila's may be more conservative than Sifuna's. At his age, Raila cannot be faulted for being cautious. Yeah. At his age, Sifuna cannot be faulted for being impatient. That's how you need to understand this thing. Yeah.
But for Sifuna, he talks about the memorandum of understanding and he says, it is dead. That's his word. He says, how can we talk about ODM and still talk about human rights in a negative way? How can we talk about ODM when you're thinking about the right to protest? This is what Sifuna is saying. Then have we lost what ODM is about? Is this something that you can fault Raila or Sifuna for speaking about?
Something cannot die if it did not exist. All right?
Redefine your home.
Located
along Surrey Road in South B,
Sifuna is
we
there
have
for sale,
1
girl.
and 2 bedroom affordable apartments for sale,
MOU
designed
was
with
there.
quality and convenience
It
in
was
mind.
there when these
With a
things
flexible payment plan that reflects your success, style,
whatever
and
you
ambition,
complain about,
owning a home has never been easier.
abductions, they were there. So then if those things were there, there would have been no need of an MOU if it was black and white. Raila could just sit with Ruto and say, stop, and they stop. There would have been no need of an MOU. The fact that there was an MOU and those things were mentioned meant there were things that were either too difficult to handle at once, or too challenging, or that will need time.
Okay.
You see, this is how you can look at it. And that's how perhaps Raila is looking at these things. That we are dealing perhaps with a difficult regime. We are dealing with a difficult man. Perhaps if we had been dealing with Kibaki, there would have been no need of an MOU. Everybody wondered. So Sifuna also need to be a little more careful. What was the need of an MOU about abduction in the first place? Sini kitu wangesema tu vile tumeanza na nyinyi hiyo kitu ikae. Hakuna haja kuweka chini. The fact that it was put down shows that there were challenges about it. And that's why today the things are still happening.
The bigger reason is about 2027 too.
Yes.
Are we looking at the fall of ODM? Because Sifuna says if we're going to field a presidential candidate, one, we cannot support Ruto. He's born to field. This is according to Sifuna. Yes. Are we looking at the fall of ODM when it comes to 2027, or are we likely to see ODM versus Ruto once again?
It's possible. This is politics. It won't be happening for the first time. Raila joined Moi. We have it on historical record. He joined Moi, I think, in 1997 or thereabout. Folded his NDP party. He joined KANU. He became the Secretary General. But in 2002, there it is, at the critical moment when Moi needed him most. He left Moi and joined the Rainbow. And the rest, like they say, is
history.
So what will be so strange with Raila leaving Ruto at the last moment? And I'm sure Ruto is not a fool. Ruto would not be surprised if Raila left. He would wish he doesn't.
Yeah.
But Raila's leaving should not surprise Ruto.
Based on history.
He knows. Not history. Just the realities of politics. Yeah. A man waits until you are at your weakest. It's when he comes for you. And Raila is quite aware that if he left Ruto, Ruto will be at his weakest. And Ruto is equally aware. So wanapimana hivi. Yeah. Each one of them knows.
But will they be elected? The likes of Sifuna, Babu Owino, Caleb Amisi, will they be elected under ODM ticket if they are with Ruto?
Who?
These politicians that are actually castigating the relationship between ODM and UDM.
If they didn't leave ODM.
Yes.
And continue blasting Ruto and Raila.
Well, in ODM.
So it will be, again, it will depend on the dynamics of the time. What will be ODM at that time? What will ODM be like? What will the majority membership of ODM be thinking? Will they be aligned to Raila's thinking or Sifuna's thinking? You get it?
Yes.
There are always shifts in politics. If Raila, the master politician that he is, manages to maintain ODM under him, and that the majority of the ODM voters will vote where he wants, then people like Sifuna will have a lot of trouble.
Talk to me about...
But again, there's another way.
Yes.
Sifuna doesn't necessarily have to be voted in by ODM. Sifuna could easily, and Babu could easily align themselves with the opposition. And there's because Sifuna is not your ordinary candidate in 2027. No. These are high premium candidates. Sifuna and Babu are high premium candidates. They can't just be tossed in the field by either side. ODM cannot just handle Sifuna or Babu carelessly. Sifuna now is not talking well, let's get another person to stand against Sifuna in the Senate. Equally, if Sifuna were to cross over to the Gachagua and the rest, this opposition side, they go in as high premium candidates. Things will be negotiated on the table.
The people who
they will probably agree that nobody's running against him in Nairobi.
There are people who argue if they are that powerful, why don't they leave ODM? I think this was a question posed by Yvonne. Why don't you just resign if you think that ODM is not taking the necessary route? Babu Owino, he's still silent when it comes to castigating this relationship.
I have told people, I remember this, a governor I told, was it Paul? I can't remember. You see, if you are dealing with Raila and you are in a Raila's party, the last thing you want to do, which is the worst thing, is to be seen to be fighting Baba. Please avoid that.
You can't.
Avoid it. Baba has loyal followers. Avoid it.
Even now?
Even now. Avoid. And Babu has been very careful. And that's why Sifuna is anacheza kando kando. Don't be seen to be going against Baba directly. So you must play in such a way that you can oppose without seeming to be going against Baba. Because the moment that is done, long before you get space in DCP, you'll be finished. So Sifuna must be careful, and he's careful. So is Babu. Very careful. Don't be seen to be going against Babu.
What is this thing?
People cannot allow you.
About Raila Odinga, even now, because some would say this is the worst he has received of negativity from members.
Touching. Just say something bad about Baba. Let's see how far you go. No, I'm challenging any politician. Say things about Baba if you have been in the ODM family. Just say. Go ahead. This guy has fanatical followers. Even those who don't agree with this broad or bread-based government.
Yes.
They don't agree badly. They may not even vote for where Baba says, but say something bad about Baba. Let's see how many votes you get. So Sifuna and Babu are very careful. Unless you are kicked out, you can't challenge Baba.
If Baba calls you or Sifuna calls you and says, this is where we are as ODM, and everyone is thinking, what are we even doing? ODM is known for fighting for human rights, fighting for the rights of people to actually independent thought and everything. How would you advise them to navigate this storm that we are seeing, where we're having very powerful individuals on opposing sides of the same party?
See, the easy option is to say, Baba, walk out of that engagement with Ruto, come back home, lead your troops from home into war. That's the easiest. But politics is never that straight and never that direct, never that easy. So one will first, because by the time Baba would come to me, he will have to tell me the truth. He will have to tell me this engagement with Ruto.
Is it bread? Is it blood?
What is it really? Not a question of bread. I don't agree with people who say everything's about money. You know, there are people who think everything's about money. No.
Come on.
There are bigger things than money.
What is bigger? We can all see it.
Look like someone like Raila. You cannot tell me Raila will do things because you have given him money. Raila is not a poor man.
With these powerful dockets that they've gotten.
No. So, me, I'm seeing it different. I'm saying what I have heard Raila say is about, look, yes, let Ruto go. So what? What happens next? Beyond that, if you were to seek my opinion, he will have to tell me something beyond what he has told the public. So on the basis of what he will have told me, then I'll be able to advise him. But what I do know, which I really suspect, Raila loves people. And people love Raila. And Raila knows people love him. He knows it. It will be very difficult for Raila to sit and watch people painfully walking out on him.
They don't want to go, but they're leaving.
So painful. That will have an impact on Raila. Therefore, what Raila will end up doing between now and 2027 will, in my view, largely depend on how he will see people reacting to this relationship. Now he knows not many people like it. How deep that goes will affect Raila's next move.
Your advice for Sifuna, Caleb, Amisi, Babu Owino, now that they are seeing these struggles with ODM?
They should be very careful. I've already said, Caleb Amisi, you can, Sifuna, Babu Owino, You can say all you like against Mudavadi or Wetangula. These are all people, they have never helped people, they are useless. You can say that. But be careful what you say about Raila. Oh, if you want to get finished, after your Caleb will miss you. He may think Raila has become unpopular. Because Caleb Amis is my son and is my friend. If I meet him, I'll tell him, Caleb, huyu Raila ukigonga yetu tuone kama utaingia bunge. You can't. Forget about it. Uko support him and what? He will not go back. You can't. Forget about it. He will not make it. Hata kina Salasi hawa. Ati ugonge Raila direct. And you are within the ODM family and fraternity. You come out, oh Raila this. If you win, I'm about to retire. I'll give you my pension. All of it.
Thanks for tuning in.
Little, we don't get a lot of
If you win.
You can't. So, my advice to Sifuna. All these are my children. Sifuna, Babu Wino, Kalebu Amisi, and a few other radicals. You see how Ndindi Nyoro is being very careful in Mount Kenya?
Yeah.
Even with Ruto. Of course, now I'm another kupiga Ruto. But even then, not so directly. And yet, Ruto is not a Mount Kenya person. So, if you are in ODM today, and you don't agree with what Raila is doing, by all means, speak out against it. If you don't like Ruto and you say there's no way you people will vote for Ruto, by all means, say it and speak out against Ruto and this government, and that you can never be part of the brigade that vote for Ruto. But in the midst of all that, Caleb Amisi, Edwin Sifuna, Babu Wino, be careful not to be seen to be antagonizing Raila directly. Criticize, oppose, but avoid the unfortunate situation of you coming out as antagonizing Raila. And thank me later.
Well, what a conversation here at 1442 Kusini, seated on a 2-bedroom going for 7.7 million. You can see on your screen how big it is. Prof said before, are you saying it again? If someone wants to purchase and they are unsure,
come to me. Among the people who have purchased these units, a big chunk are people who reached out to me just for comfort. And I've taken them through, and they are satisfied that to the extent possible, because I'm also a human being, to the extent possible, your investment in this project is safe. And I show you why it is safe. Not just my word. Of course, again, my word you trust. But I've also told people, and those who have bought can attest to the fact that you are comfortable.
Completion will be done in December. Tomorrow I'll be speaking to a developer of this apartment, and also you can just pay 20%. The rest you can negotiate how you'll pay for this particular apartment, going for 7.7 million and 5.7 million Kenya shillings for 1 bedroom. Actually, they are in conversation with Kenya Mortgage Refinance Company. They are part of your financials. If you have a SALO and you're thinking, can I get this apartment? They will help you navigate through KMRC, and you can get 105%.
Let's just put it in perspective.
Yes.
So, me, I'm a teacher.
Yeah.
If you want a 1-bedroom house, and you earn, and you're able to pay some coins per month, perhaps almost more or less what you are paying for rent.
Yes.
What this means is, with like 700,000, I'm almost saying only, you have 10%, the 90% is paid for you. You're already living in your house. The money you are paying rent, you are paying towards finishing your house.
Yeah.
You see how easy it is?
Yeah.
And there are others who can pay, but they don't have down payment. The people financing can look around and say, okay, we can see you can pay, but you don't have deposit. We'll give you 100%. When the house is completed in December, you come in, if you're a young person, you're like a small kid jumping up and down, this is your house. Sometimes you can't believe it.
Brian here with a small
kid. What I have seen in life, and I'm now talking as an old man, why even some of us, and this is not an excuse I'm giving, I'm just talking generally. Many of the times why people don't get things, others make things look like impossible. So a conversation around the ownership of a house, if you hear those who have and other people, they make it appear like owning a house in Nairobi is like an impossible dream. So the conversation is about how easy it is. How possible it is with 1.4 million you get your 2-bedroom house. The rest utamaliza pole pole. And you can sit down and ask yourself, what is the worst that can happen? In the event I lose my job, of course, in the unlikely event of death or extreme, there is insurance and what have you. But there are things that happen in life. What is the worst that can happen? Sit down and ask yourself. Then you will be surprised. Why am I still paying rent? If we knew these things when you are age, you people, we will be doing very well.
You're doing very well, Usitudanganya. Thanks for tuning into this conversation with Prof. Manyora here at 1442 Kusini. Call the numbers on your screen. Go to www.1442kusini.co.ke. Get yourself an apartment. These things are not that difficult. What's the worst that can happen? Come here at 1442 Kusini, Sorry Road, South B. Goodbye for now.